You know, I ain't simple like his wife, and neither was Aaliyah. I guess that's why he had her killed. Dame Dash's personal assistant called Aaliyah so strategically and tell her she needed to rush to the hospital in Miami because Dame was on his deathbed. Dame wasn't nowhere near Miami, and he ain't had no assistant call Aaliyah. Who the fuck else would have known that other than his closest ally, his best fucking friend?
When Aaliyah died for a wrongful death, he got paid $90 million for her death. Am I supposed to say that on TV?
I gave him 20 years to do the right thing. You killed that young woman. Who the fuck else would have known better? Prove me wrong, sue me, or kill me.
Behold, the truth is about to come out. Celebrities have been speaking up lately about their doubts regarding Aaliyah's untimely demise. They point fingers at the big names attached at the hip during Aaliyah's career. Yeah, Jay-Z and Diddy are being held responsible for eliminating the princess of R&B, so things would work out in their favor. Well, we've got all the pieces of the puzzle collected, so let's look at them together to figure out the truth behind these allegations. It's been almost 22 years, but still the culprit behind Aaliyah's untimely demise is still at large. But people in the know are starting to speak up about what really happened behind the scenes. Well, Jaguar Wright is known for her outspoken behavior when shady things went down in Hollywood. Again, she's disclosed some important pieces of information that may prove decisive in ruling out Aaliyah's assailant.
You know, I ain't simple like his wife, and neither was Aaliyah. I guess that's why he had her killed.
She revealed some chilling details about how systematically the culprit made Aaliyah board the plane, knowing she will not come back alive.
Who the else would have known better how to have someone posing as Dame Dash's personal assistant call Aaliyah so strategically?
Jag explained that someone called Aaliyah claiming that Dame, Aaliyah's boyfriend, had gotten into a terrible accident and was on his deathbed. We all know that that was a false statement because Dame is hale and hearty to this day while Aaliyah lies 6 feet under the ground.
And tell her she needed to rush to the hospital in Miami because Dame was on his deathbed.
After Jag investigated the incident herself, she found out that Dame was not even in Miami when Aaliyah got the call. If you ask us, that is some crazy coincidence.
Nowhere near Miami, and he ain't had no assistant call Aaliyah. Who the fuck else would have known that other than his closest ally, his best friend?
But at that time, Jay-Z was not as powerful as he is now, so it's a given how someone might have helped him in this great feat. The only person besides him with experience in this kind of thing was Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy at the time. Not only that, Jag confronts Diddy about his celebrity sacrifices and dares him to come after her openly.
Sean, prove me wrong, sue me, or kill me. I'm ready.
But an important question arises in the wake of all these revelations, and that is, why did Jag decide to tell us all this to the world after more than 20 years have passed? Well, the hosts of Hip Hop Uncensored also voiced the same query, to which Jag said,
20 years. I gave him 20 years to do the right thing.
It is quite understandable that after giving so much time to her former friend, she is getting frustrated because Jay-Z is acting like nothing has ever happened. And let's not forget the threats that she's been receiving.
I'm waiting. Sue me, kill me, do something. Do something other than threaten me.
You might be wondering how Jag got her hands with such earth-shattering information. She keeps her lips sealed about it, insinuating it's a business secret. If you think that is all Jag had to expose, well, she is far from over. She is dead set on exposing all who are involved in Aaliyah's demise. You might have known about the conspiracy theories about Diddy's involvement in his baby mama, Kim Porter's demise. Well, Jaguar revealed that she knew for sure that Diddy had Kim Porter murdered, as she heard from a close friend of Kim who confided in her.
Kim told someone very close to her that she thought he was trying to kill her.
Her emotional, now deleted Instagram Live is proof of how Diddy has been torturing her behind the scenes.
Lift my voice to the concert that made. I helped make you, Sean Carter.
And fans pray for Jaguar's safety because she has dirt on some serious criminals in the entertainment industry. Praying for Jaguar Wright's protection as she sets the record straight. Too many can relate. Everyone is making the new versions of what she's speaking on every day. 20 to 40 out here filling that evil mold. Yeah, homies need aired out, not held down. Aside from Jaguar, there are also other celebrities who claim that the entertainment industry is demonic and it's a norm to sacrifice people to fuel their own greed.
This so-called music industry is such a demonic thing. It's It sacrifices people's lives.
Now, many of us have wondered what actually took place the day Aaliyah died because there were so many narratives flying around from crackhead pilot to heavy luggage. Well, Jaguar spilled the tea about this as well.
Packing all that luggage on the plane wasn't her idea either. She was told because the rap, the video had rapped, that all of their belongings had to leave right then.
It only reinforced the fact what was fed to the public was the tip of the iceberg. Poor Aaliyah, who was beside herself after hearing about her fiancé's terrible accident, was forced to take all the luggage with her because they had finished shooting the video. Jaguar also alluded to the fact that Aaliyah was sexually abused and threatened to keep quiet about it all the while she was alive.
This sex trafficking and this child abuse. Y'all don't understand, like, these people go heavy, man. They'll have the assistant sitting in the kitchen with the mom while they molesting the child in the bathroom.
Jaguar believes that they're not afraid of anything, and no one can make them answer. They proclaim themselves to be gods of the music industry. They make minors follow through with their instructions by using money as bait. Jag commends Aaliyah for her bravery while she tolerated all the abuse and put a smile on her fans and those who adore her. She encourages Aaliyah's brother and Dame to fully disclose the hellish life she lives until the day she died. Jaguar explained that Dame Dash actually loved Aaliyah to death, and we all know what kind of strength one has to have to love someone who has been abused for almost the entirety of her childhood.
I know a lot of people, they got a whole lot of mixed emotions about Dame Dash. Say whatever you want to say about that man. That man loved that woman.
In an interview with Billboard, Dame told The Juice about how devastatingly heartbroken he was after he lost Aaliyah. My heart was broken. Nothing prepares you for that. She was intelligent and she caught me. I'm the kind of guy who says things sometimes just to make myself laugh, but she would just catch me making jokes for me. I couldn't get anything past her. She had a very quick mind and a very kind heart. Well, Puffy, as he always does, played his part perfectly in front of the camera. He appeared visibly shaken while hosting TRL Monday, talked about his friendship with Aaliyah, and mourned the death of an artist whose best work was yet to come. She was one of those individuals that would light up a room, he said. She always greeted you with a smile. Her time was coming. She was just about to explode. He said Aaliyah's family was the closest he'd ever seen. A part of Aaliyah will be able to live with her parents, Diane and Michael Houghton, and a brother, Rashad. But there were people who were crying bloody tears due to their loss, including her producer, Timbaland. She was like blood, and I lost blood. Me and her together had this chemistry. I kind of lost half of my creativity to her. It's hard for me to talk to the fans right now. Beyond the music, she was a brilliant person, the most special person I ever met. Despite the dreary loss, there were several rumors that came about after R. Kelly was exposed for trying to marry a minor. The word on the streets is that Jay-Z wanted to have Aaliyah all for himself, but then afterwards, Dame Dash came into the picture. So people were asking questions about how she really was when all the men, including Jay-Z, P. Diddy, and others took interest in her like that. It's not hard to figure out that Aaliyah was still a child when things like that took place. But the public is furious with Aaliyah's parents for not taking care of and properly nurturing their own child. They believe that Aaliyah was forced to take the plane. This is what happens when people release their control of teenage sons and daughters into the hands of movie and music moguls that prey on kids, 15-year-old Usher, Diddy, 15-year-old Aaliyah, R. Kelly. Aaliyah was used up when she was placed on that plane. She had been drugged. She probably was slipped a ruffle and taped by the dude and placed her on the plane. And if Dash loved her so much, why didn't he go with her since she had a fear of flying, and especially on a small aircraft? Missy was probably upset with her because baby girl didn't want to swing with her. But Jaguar addressed this major misconception of blaming the family. She explained that it's socially structured so that the family and friends have no idea what's going on behind the closed doors.
Family, but the truth is, the music industry is a very confusing place, and sometimes things happen without people knowing. There are people that are actively working to keep people in the dark.
And some young educated fans are trying to bring awareness about it as well. This was socially engineered this way. I suggest you research Jaguar Wright's YouTube interviews on how industry people kill talent movie people out of their ways to make way for people they want to promote, aka Puffy and Bad Boy Sega and Rock. That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.